You want to have a good, durable vehicle that is up on maintenance on a regular basis, has good tires, that you treat well. You don't just take down a really rough road every day and mess up the suspension as hard as you can. Something you try and take care of. And the same side of things, something that can handle a little bit of abuse if you need to, and you need to take it off-road, or you need to go from a stop to really fast because there's an inbound threat. Someone's running up to you with a knife. They're trying to rob your car. Or some car is about to blow through an intersection and you can't even tell they're there, and you need to be able to get out of there quick. And the same thing, something can stop really fast, something that can, if you're coming up and all of a sudden everyone in traffic just all of a sudden stopped because some car just rolled across the freeway, then you make sure it can stop well. You want to make sure that you have something that's good with climate, that's good for, has a good heater, has a good air conditioner, that's reliable. You want to make sure you have something that, this is going to be two different avenues of thought. I understand both. We have vehicles that do both. One aspect that I think is important is having an automated crash detection system, something like OnStar or Subaru Starlink. But I also understand that from a safety side, you could also see that as it's another thing that could break. It's something that can be hacked into, and you want something that is not connected to a cellular or satellite connection point. I understand both. Both have really good arguments, and in this I'm going to cover a little bit of those. But personally, right now, with Nikki and I having a child, I think it is really, really good to have an automatic crash detection system that can go get help if they are unable to. And if Nikki is driving around and all of a sudden has two flat tires, somewhere that she can press a button and they know where she is, they can come and help her, those kind of things. I understand both the security side and the convenience side. What is the best thing to get? Should you go electric? Should you go gasoline? Should you go hybrid, plug-in hybrid? Should you go with an RV that has a massive tank? And I think they all have their pros and cons. I think if you have the finances and the ability, that you should have a full-blown Tesla Model X, all-wheel drive, bioweapon defense, air filtration mode. I think you should have an old truck, like a 40s or 50s pickup truck that's well maintained. And I also think you should have some kind of multi-fuel vehicle like a deuce and a half. Those can run on nearly anything that is combustible. I think those are all really good choices. For one vehicle, at this point, I'm still stuck with the Subaru. I still think it is you get fuel efficiency of a car, you get great all-wheel drive traction control system. You're not going to carry as much as a Suburban, but you can put a roof cargo rack on top and gain a bunch. You have a good system for if there's an accident, for automated response. You have a system where you can call for help if you need it. You have good satellite navigation that's in there. I think it's just a good all-around package. But then again, I think if you have different vehicles, whether your wife or your husband have a vehicle, I think one of them should be a vehicle that is completely disconnected from everything, has no cellular connection, has no satellite connection, has nothing, that is just, and you can get that with an early 2000s vehicle. You can find an old Grand Cherokee or something along those lines. Something that's enclosed, that's four-wheel drive, that has a little bit of ground clearance. But on the cyber side, that you are cyber resistant to any of those kind of threats. And I hope this helped. I think transportation is very important. I think it comes right up there, right after you get your primaries done, food, shelter, water. I think once those are taken care of, you look at communication and transportation. And you might flip those. You might think transportation is more important and communications next, depending on what environment you're in. And I think it's really important to take some thought into what kind of vehicle you want and some good primary concerns. Don't just get a BMW because it looks good. If you want something that looks really good, you can go with a Mercedes, and you can get a one that's similar in size to a Subaru, so you have good maneuverability, ground clearance, four-wheel drive, and you get Mercedes reliability. You can get something like that for probably around 50 or 60,000. If that's the price range you're looking at, you can get a Subaru for 30 or upper 20s, or you can go with a Tesla, a good loaded one for 120,000. Those are all great choices, but whatever your decision is, you need to make sure you put a lot of thought into it and you think about what your options are. If you already live in the country, you don't really need something that, in a worst case scenario, that's going to go 1,000 miles. If you're where your bug out location is, if you are living where you plan to stay and fortify, then get something that you can plug into your house, or get an old pickup truck, or a little dune buggy or something. But you need some kind of vehicle that's reliable, consistent, and safe. And I think those are really good options. There are also things you can look at for armoring if you have the financial means to do so. But for most people, I think you just need to look at something that's good, all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, fast, relatively fast, and can stop quick and is safe. I think those are some good things to look at, and good climate control, so you don't get too hot, don't get too cold, things like that. Thank you for watching.